All right, hello everyone. This is Crota coming at you, and I am looking into Hex Shards of Fate. This was actually a game that was on Kickstarter a couple of months back, and I had supported it well before. Wow, why does it say that it's offline and there's no video? That's really strange. 0 viewers. All right. Well, maybe the broadcast isn't working quite right, or I need to restart my computer, but all of you guys on YouTube will go ahead and benefit. Oh no, it's up. Cool. Everything looks good. Now, this is Hex Shards of Fate, and a lot of people were wondering, like, hey, the game looks really complicated. How do you play? So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me play some games, and I'm gonna actually go up against the AI decline because I don't want to slow anyone down. So that's gonna go ahead, and we're gonna be looking at Hex Shards of Fate, and I'll take a look at the deck builder, I'll take a look at the mechanics, and we'll all go from there. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. Now, I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons to two very, very common games. One of those games will be Magic the Gathering. Another game will be Hearthstone. Now, just like in Magic the Gathering, you have resources that are actually in your hand, unlike Hearthstone. So what you're going to see is that you have these little gems. Now, when the gems go into play, you actually get a little counter. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's this little threshold right there. So this tells me what my threshold is. This down here is similar to the magic pool or the mana pool in Hearthstone or in Magic. So if you take a look at the card, if you take a look at it in better detail, oh wow, Ancestral Chosen, he already got one. That's really good for him. I actually needed one in my opening hand. If you take a look at the shard, it's a shard. You gain a charge, and it gives you 1/1. More on that charge later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play another blue or sapphire threshold. Now, with 2 sapphire threshold, I can play Flock of Seagulls. You'll take a look on the top left. You see that it costs 2 mana, which I have down over here, and it requires 2 thresholds. So that's the 2 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Flock of Seagulls. And now what you'll notice is that this card is just kind of hovering in the air because it is, as you expect, a flying creature. He's going to attack, right? And then what is that? Timer. Put target card in its owner's hand, and it gets permanent cost +1. So what he's going to do is I'm going to pass priority. And what you're going to see a lot of this pass priority because unlike in Hearthstone and similar to, say, Magic the Gathering, you have a chance to respond with instants and spells, instants and reactions and activated abilities. That's one of the things that I feel is actually missing from Hearthstone a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put down another shard there, right? And I'm going to play a Flock of Seagulls again. If you notice, it does cost 1 extra, so it is, and this cost of 1 extra is actually permanent. That means that this one particular card, this Flock of Seagulls, is always going to cost 1 extra. So I'm going to go ahead and block it. Now, if you notice the game text on Flock of Seagulls, Resolve Thunderbird, Resolve Windborn Acolyte. Okay, so I'm going to pass priority again. If you notice all of these things, right? Thunderbird, or excuse me, the Flock of Seagulls prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this troop. Basically, any combat damage that it gets dealt is permanently removed. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play Oracle Song. Target champion draws 2 cards. So I'm going to target myself, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully, I will get... Yay, I got a Sapphire. So what I can do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play my Sapphire, right? So that's going to actually increase my charge power to 4. And then what I can do here is I can take out this bird by giving it permanent -1/-1. So if you notice, target troop gets permanent -1/-1. I'm going to resolve it. and it's going to go to the graveyard because it no longer has enough vitality. Now proceed to the end phase. So far, so good. Things are working out well. But now he's going to have 2 attackers. And what is this? Target troop gets permanent flight. Okay. I think... Oh, he gives it to the right one. I'm going to pass priority in terms of doing any instance. I don't have any instance. So now I can declare a blocker. I'm going to go ahead and block one. And I'm going to take another point of damage. Alright, so there it goes. So now you can see my life total is at 18. And now, what is he bringing out? He is bringing out Wizard of the Silver Talon. When this troop enters play, create a Silver Talon Senator and put it into play. Centaur. When this troop deals damage to an opposing champion, its master gets permanent +1/+1. So that's now going to be the main priority on blocking. Yes, the games do last a little bit longer, but as you get better and better at this game, you will find that it actually makes a lot of sense. I'm going to Oracle Song. I'm going to try to draw more cards again. Drawing cards is definitely good. So draw a card, draw a card. I'll play another token there. Proceed to main phase. I can't attack with anything. Proceed to end phase. So I'm going to have to start blocking this owl, and he's going to actually get through 4 points of damage, which is really bad. The reason why I want to block the owl is this ability. When this troop deals damage to an opposing champion, its master gets +1/+1. That means that this 2/3 would actually become then a 3/4. Also, another point, another important thing to note, damage is permanent in this game. In that it... Well, no, damage is not permanent. It only lasts until end of turn. Alright, so what am I going to do here? I am going to play another Flock of Seagulls, so I can block 2, block this and block this, only take 2 damage. And I really want to shut down something else, but I don't really know what to do here. So I'm going to... let's see, how many cards in hand does he have? He only has 1 card, so I can go ahead and mesmerize that guy. It's a basic action. That means I can only play it on my turn. But if you notice, it says target troop gets permanent. This troop can't ready. So this troop is just going to sit there now, and at the start of his turn, he is not going to be able to ready him. So whenever you attack, you have to exhaust. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and block here and block here. And that is going to end my turn. Now, the reason why I didn't mesmerize this guy is that this guy actually has a really strong ability. If you noticed, at the start of the game, my opponent only had 60 cards in his deck. But he now has 58, even though he's played a whole bunch of cards. What is that about? Well, that's because of this guy. At the start of your turn, create 2 Ancestral Specters and shuffle them into your deck. Ancestral Specters are an amazing card that causes problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to polymorph him, even though I don't want to. I think polymorph is bugged. Yeah, so it's a little bit bugged right there. And hopefully proceed to end phase. And now he has a 0/1 and a 2/3. He's going to attack with the 0/1. I'm going to pass priority. I'm going to go ahead and declare blockers again. So he's going to deal 0 damage to me. Boom. And my Flock of Seagulls, I'm hiding behind a Flock of Seagulls, is still looking good. Alright, so let's see. I can Life Siphon. I'm going to end my turn. I really need more mana. But all in all, I'm okay right now. I do have an Extinction in play. Oh, he's going to give another guy permanent flight. That's not going to change anything. I'm going to pass priority. Go ahead and go there. Block there. That's going to resolve. And then it's going to go ahead and attack back. I want to explain attacking, but I don't have anything that I can attack with right now. So there's no real point in it. Another Mesmerize. Okay, I will proceed to main phase again, and proceed to end phase. Now, if you guys noticed, in Hex, you have a main phase. Oh, there's that Ancestral Spectre that I didn't want to see. Very problematic. time. Oh, he's gonna time ripple. So he's gonna go ahead and bounce one of the cards back to my hand. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna block the owl so that this still stays as a 2/3, and I take 2 points of damage. All right, done. All right, let's see, what can I do here? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place a shard down, and I'm going to play a Storm Colossus. That Storm Colossus is now a very, very big threat to him, and I'm just going to be able to attack. It is a 6/6 flyer. It costs 7, and it has a spell shield. Oh, he's going to counter with a Cloud Titan. All right. Is he going to attack? I'm going to pass priority. Is he attacking? Oh, no, he is not attacking, which is very good news for me. Let's see. I should draw 2 cards. Basic action, draw 2. Ancestrals. How did I... Okay. So, play that. I'm now going to start getting cards as well. And then I'm going to proceed to the attack phase. Even though I can attack with this, I don't really want to, because I'm afraid of what's to come. So, I have an Ancestral Chosen sitting off over here. It's going to be able to start pumping cards into my deck, and that's exactly what happened now. Let's see. I will go ahead and I will play a Surge Mechanism. Resolve it. All right. Let's go ahead and proceed to the attack phase. I'm not going to attack anything. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 mana, and I'm going to gain 0/1. Essentially, what that does is it increases my maximum mana. So you'll notice that my threshold is 3 blood and 4 sapphire, but my total mana is still 8. All right, let's go ahead and continue to do this. I will gain some mana. I'm at 6/9 now. I can also play down a Secret Laboratory. I'll proceed to the attack phase. I'll skip the attackers, and right now he doesn't want to attack because he knows if he attacks, I can block, and then all sorts of bad news can come out for him. Can I draw a card, then choose and discard a card? I'm gonna pass priority. Okay, he's gonna be a start of his turn. I start drawing some cards. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I now have 9 mana. Okay, so I will... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and Life Siphon. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a cost of 9. Except, and I'm going to target this guy. And it's going to take 9 damage, or it's going to take 9 and give me 9. So now I'm up to 20 life. Oh, I should have given -1/-1 to something on the board over there. I'm going to skip attackers. I'm going to go ahead and give -1/-1 to this owl. Remove it from play. Resolve it. There it goes. Proceed to end phase. Swashbuckling, a Resolve Buccaneer. Okay. Oh, he returns a guy back to my hand. When this troop enters play, you may put target troop in its owner's hands. If you do, it gets permanent cost +1. Don't know why he didn't do it to the Storm Colossus. That's really who he should have targeted. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead. I'm going to drop that. It draws me up another card. I'm going to drop that. I will... let's see. You know what? I can do this. Gain an extra mana. And... draw a card and then choose and discard a card. Let's see, what is it going to be? Oh, I can choose and discard. I'll discard a Mesmerize. I'll accept that. And I'll drop another Flock of Seagulls. And I'm going to be done. Proceed to the attack phase. Don't really need to attack. I'm going to end my turn. Okay, he drops another scout. Alright. Go there. Let's see. I will go ahead and gain 1 mana. That means that next turn I can kill anyways. Drop that. Draw a card. Oh. 9 and 13 mana. I guess I'll Life Siphon for 7 or 8. And now he's down to 3. I'm going to skip attacking. But my Flock of Seagulls, there's nothing he can really do to get past it. I got a whole bunch of units. Oh, and Spectre, he's going to draw another card. Ooh, he now has a Storm Colossus. Or Storm... But it's not going to matter. Pass priority. Get some more cards. And I am going to Life Siphon. Overkill! Assign the costs. There it goes. And yes, I won a game of Hex. So that's the basics of the game. It's really simple once you start knowing the mechanics. But there's a lot more ways to end up messing... Like, there's a lot of ways where you can start messing things up a little bit more. For those of you guys who are new to TCGs, Hearthstone is a really good way of kind of like dipping your toe in the water and trying to test it out. Hex is, for all intents and purposes, a lot of people out there will claim that it is a Magic clone. It has a lot of similarities to Magic, except that the games are generally faster. I mean, the deck that I built is not very good. I was also trying to narrate everything that I was doing. As you play, you will get faster and faster, and things escalate very, very quickly. Also, because the game is not limited to the physical realm, cards like Ancestral Chosen, that 1-drop, can actually be made. It was a 1-drop, 1/1 that says at the start of your turn, shuffle a 1-drop 2/2 flyer that lets you draw a card when it enters play. I mean, that is an amazing card. A 1-drop 2/2 flyer for 1, or a 2/2 flyer for 1 that draws you a card. That's just an amazing card, and that's exactly how different the game is. Cards like Escalation, where it says when you play this card, resolve the card and then double the number on that card and all other cards in the deck and shuffle it back into your deck. So you can like, okay, I'm gonna hit you for 2. Next turn, if I have that card again, I'm gonna hit you for 4. If I draw it again, which is a good possibility since I have 4 in the deck, and I shuffle it back in, I'm gonna hit you for 8, 16, 32. Things like that really change the pace of the game. Now, if you guys want me to build specific decks, go ahead and leave comments on either on Twitch or most likely on YouTube, since YouTube is how a majority of you guys will be watching this video. If you guys like what you see, if you guys are saying, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, you're probably right. That is, I think, my 10th game of Hex with the actual digital version. I played a lot of Hex at Cryptozoic's headquarters, playing with paper cutouts, and things got extremely crazy extremely quickly. There was dice all over the place trying to keep track of everything. It was just really difficult, but a lot of fun as well. All I gotta say is thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have specific decks, let me know. Put a link somewhere and say, hey, I want you to build this deck or try this deck. I know some of you Hexers out there are looking at this and going, you know what? I can show them what a real deck looks like. I look forward to it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.